Hey, this is Math Minutes Pro with Dr. Harrison. Today, we are going to solve a word problem involving from the rates, proportions, and ratios section, but we're not going to deal with proportions in this case, so I'm just going to cross that out. In fact, we're going to be dealing with rates and ratios rather. And this is a word problem again. Now, we're going to go through the following steps. We're going to read the word problem. We're going to read it again. Okay, make sure we understand it. We'll identify what the question is. We'll see what they give us, what's given. We'll choose a strategy. Sometimes that involves drawing a picture, and other times it's just some other mathematical strategy that goes with the problem, and then we will solve the problem. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get started. It says we have a giraffe, and it says a giraffe can run 32 miles per hour. Not bad. That's pretty fast. What is the speed in feet per second? All right. Again, a giraffe can run 32 miles per hour. What is this speed in feet per second? So we know what the question is. The question is pretty clear. What is that speed, 32 miles per hour in feet per second, right? And they give us, that's what they give us is the 32 miles per hour. That's given. So we choose a strategy. Now, the strategy that I'm going to recommend is called dimensional analysis. I'm going to write that up here. Dimensional analysis. We use this in science a lot. This could be considered a physics or physical science problem, and math is the basis for science, so it's connected, all right? So, just keep that in mind. We're going to show you how to use dimensional analysis, and it's pretty exciting. So the first thing we want to do is set the problem up, see what they gave us. They give us 32 miles per hour, like I said, and we know the question is what is the speed in feet per second? And the strategy we're going to use is like dimensional analysis, like I said. So let's go ahead and set the problem up. We're going to convert miles per hour to feet per second. So let's write that out over here. We have 32 miles per hour. And we're going to use some conversion factors here. So I'll make that explicit. That is going to help us when converting one ratio to our unit rate to another. This is a unit rate because that technically is one hour right there. So let's prepare to do our multiplication, and that means multiply, not the variable x in this case. Kind of weird. Sometimes we let x be the multiplication symbol, and other times it's a variable. I know it can get confusing, but be flexible. Growth mindset, okay? All right. So let's prepare to convert miles to feet. So I'm going to put miles down here and feet right here. All right. So 1 mile is equal to, or how many feet in 1 mile? Yeah, you're right, 5,280. You can find that fact on the internet, or you can look in your math textbook. And so now that we have that, we can go ahead and at least cross out the miles here. Whatever you're converting from, if I'm going from miles to feet, if I have miles in the numerator, then miles has to go in the denominator, and then feet goes in the numerator. So I have already I've already done the math to convert miles to feet, but now we need to convert hours to seconds. Let's first go from hours to minutes, and then from minutes to seconds. See? Don't just start doing things. Know where you're going before you do it. So we're going to go from hours to minutes first, okay? So, draw, let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and draw my line here. And we're going, in this case, from hours. Hours is here, then it has to go here to cross out. Miles divided by miles is 1. Hours divided by hours is 1. And we're going from hours to minutes. So 1 hour has what? 60 minutes. This is a unit rate. It's a rate where you have 1. And if I flipped it, it would be 60 minutes over 1 hour, okay? So just throwing that in there. We're dealing with rates and ratios here. So we have hours to hours, so we can cross that out. What does that leave us with? Feet per minute, but we need feet per second. So what do? Now we prepare to multiply again by our ratio, and we need to convert minutes to seconds. So what should go in the numerator? I got minutes down here. Right. Minutes goes here, and then seconds goes here. So how many seconds in 1 minute? You know it. Not right. What are we doing here? 60 seconds in 1 minute. Yes, I can hear you. You're seeing it. Yes. We got to cross out the minutes. Minutes divided by minutes is 1. So let's check now. What do we have? What units do we have left? Feet per second. Excellent. Now it's time to do the math. So pull out your handy dandy calculator here. I got mine ready. And we're going to use that calculator to multiply some numbers. Okay? So let's do that. And these are fractions, so it's numerator times numerator, right? So let's go. We got 32 times 5280. 5280 times 1 times 1. I don't need that. That's 1 times 1 is 1. Over 60 times 60 times 1 and the times 1. It was over 60 times 60. But don't forget, yeah, I hear you. Don't forget your unit. You have feet in the numerator, and you have seconds in the denominator. Okay, now let's go ahead and do the multiplication. I got my calculator. 32 times 5,280 equals 168,960. 168,960 over 60 times 60. Well, 6 times 6 is 36. And then add the 2 zeros. That's 3,600. Nice little shortcut there. All right, we're looking good. That's right. Don't forget the unit. I hear you, Dr. Harrison. Be careful. All right, feet over seconds. Now we're ready to just go ahead and perform our division. So we got 168,000, right, divided by 3,600. And that gives us 46.9. I'm going to round it. I know it goes 93333. So I'm going to round it to the nearest tenth. And what's the unit? Feet per second. This is our final answer. So we know that the giraffe can run 32 miles per hour, but that converts to what? 46.9 feet per second. All right, excellent. So thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to check out my Patreon page on my video description below. On my Patreon page, you can get access to exclusive math lessons, study tips, live Q&A, and more. See you next time.